Alright, today we're going to be talking about Crota's End and how to set up a Titan for the raid. So this is my setup for the hard mode, and just want to talk you guys through what I'm going to be doing, and so that these little buggers can't get you. Alright, so the main strategy for our group is going to be speed. And so one of the things that we're going to be doing is focusing on um, getting your armor and agility up. So what I'm going to be doing is setting up a magnetic grenade and lift. That stays the same. This will change throughout the raid, and I'll do part 2 and part 3 at the different parts of the map because it changes at each segment. But we're going to be setting up Blessing of Light because we're not really going to be staying in the bubble. We want everybody who is able to run through the bubble to get the shield. Um, Gift of Light. So this actually honestly can either be this or this. If your group gets into trouble and someone goes down, Armor or Light is really helpful. And I'll explain to you why. I'll put that on for right now. Um, you're going to want to do Gift of Light. So every melee you do creates orbs in case you guys get in trouble. You will give every one of the people in your team a super. And so spec for agility here, and you want to increase the strength and duration of force barrier because that's what allows you to really melee the thrall in one shot and get those orbs for your teammates. And here again we got a raw speed selection here, and we're going to reduce the cooldown of our Ward of Dawn. And like I said, this will change at every segment in the raid. We're going to be selecting the Helm of Saint 14 because because of the properties of blinding, and I'll explain to you why that's important. Because we don't necessarily, when the thralls start to gather, a certain amount can spawn on the map, and we want to be able to to blind them all and have them stay behind us so that we can recover at one of the lanterns, and I'll show you where that's going to happen. I selected this. There's 3 different types of fists. There's ones that, like this one here, if you look down at one of the perks, it says melee attack has a chance to spawn an orb. So once again, I'm increasing the opportunity of me producing an orb, even without force barrier active. So on the very first punch, I could be getting an orb. And then there's other ones too. This one is with a critical hit, you get an orb, and this one is with a grenade kill, you get an orb. So I like having the 3 of those because you can just rotate between them depending on different stages in the raid. Alright, and so this next one is really just setting it up. I normally run Fatebringer, but today I'm going to be running for the hard mode, I'm going to be running the Might multi-tool, and I'll explain why in a second. I'm going to finish ranking up this scout rifle so that I can get more ammo for the multi-tool, but ammo's really not important. If you're using your ammo, you're not doing it right. So what's more important here is that this setup has brought me to almost perfect intellect and has ranked up my strength. So we want both of those high, and our grenades really aren't going to be a factor here. Alright, so yeah, and the last one just gives us handy ammo and helps us set up our perks to be high on intellect. Alright, if you're wondering why I selected the Might multi-tool, let me explain. Like I said the first time, it's all about speed. So here we go. The main perk here is going to be this lightweight perk, and the real trick here is if you've spec'd for speed and agility as a Titan, you're still going to be slower than every other class out there. You add lightweight on there, and then you add this Might multi-tool, which is the weapon boosts move speed and fires on a hair trigger, so it increases it does another buff to your move speed, and so you're considerably faster and you're able to stay up with the hunters and move quickly. So our role will be at the front of the line, and I'll explain why in just a second. You're also the guy that has to go back and get people if they fall and set up the shield and everything else. So here we go. I'm going to demonstrate why waiting here in the center circle and getting everybody's super up is really important to start off with. And we're going to get to the third lantern, and then I'll show you where a good choke point is to gather all the thrall and blind them, and then get your weight lifted off of you. So let's go ahead and start here. And that's pretty much the essential part of this this first part. I'll put out another video for part 2 at the bridge encounter, and then again for part 3 for Crota's End. But let me just demonstrate how this works, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this, and I'm just going to finish off here with me running it a couple times to show you different ways of setting up the bubble and what it does and blind them. So here we go. All right, so that was obviously me running it through solo as a Titan, and yeah, so the difference would be that as a group, when I blind them there, your teammates would be killing them for orbs, and then the Titan then gets their super bubble again, and that's a regroup. So every 2 to 3 lanterns, you'll be regrouping, and then the Titan would be blinding them. You would shoot them, get orbs, recover at a light, and then it makes the thrall manageable. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you want to hear any other videos about other tips and tricks for the raid. But like I said, this is part 1 of the Defender Titan series. There's other ways of running it as a Titan, especially as having another striker with you is really a good idea, because you can work together as a team pretty easily. And of course, all the classes are important for this first part. But yep, I hope you've liked it. Make sure to follow us on follow me on Twitter at Pope_Bear, and check out our webpage at the DoDpodcast.com. All right, this has been Pope Bear signing off. Have a good day.